Good afternoon, students. So today we'll be discussing about admission of a partner. I'll be giving a brief introduction, and after that, I'll be discussing the various methods through which we can calculate the new profit sharing ratio of the partners. Right? तो जब नया पार्टनर आता है तो उसको भी कोई शेयर देना होता है तो when that share is given and there are different situations or cases, in those cases how we can calculate the new PSR. So we will discuss that. First we'll just have a brief introduction of admission of a partner. So admission causes reconstitution of a partnership firm as the existing agreement will be coming to an end and new one will be coming into existence. So पहली चीज तो ये कि नया पार्टनर आ रहा है तो पुराने पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट में जो भी पुरानी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस हैं उनको तो आपको एंड करना ही पड़ेगा, देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट। और नए पार्टनर के साथ नेगोशिएशन करने के बाद जो भी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस होंगी उन टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस को एक नए एग्रीमेंट के फॉर्म में प्रिपेयर किया जाएगा, राइट। सेकेंडली, new partnership deed will be prepared at the time, which is more or less the more or less the same as the point one. And thirdly, Section 31, subsection 1 of the Partnership Act states that new partner will be admitted only if all the existing partners give consent or they are in agreement, right, for the admission of a new partner. अगर एक भी पार्टनर पुराने पार्टनर्स में से एग्री नहीं करता है तो उस सिचुएशन में that new person cannot be admitted into the partnership firm, right. Let us move on to the adjustments which we need to keep in mind at the time of the admission of a partner. Very briefly, I will discuss this. First is, it is essential for students to know how to calculate the new PSR. It is a very important aspect. Sometimes calculation of the new PSR may not be required in the question, but wherever it is required, uh, many students commit errors because of their poor understanding of mathematics or fractions. So that on that part students need to work upon. Second is accounting treatment of goodwill. Now, how we treat goodwill in case of the change in profit sharing ratio, we've already done. It's already done. I think most of the students will be knowing how to pass a journal entry for accounting treatment of goodwill in case of change in PSR. But when we talk about admission, the accounting treatment of goodwill is quite different. So this is also another important aspect which needs to be kept in mind. Third is treatment of revaluation of assets and liabilities. Although revaluation is a relatively simple concept, still there could be errors committed because a lot of students face issues in understanding the language of the question. तो वहां पे भी आपको कैसे क्वेश्चन लैंग्वेज में क्या कह रहा है, क्या कहना चाहता है, that you need to understand properly. Then only you will be able to prepare a proper revaluation account, without any error. Then we have treatment of reserves and accumulation. So all these points are essential. मतलब आप सबकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग इनमें होनी चाहिए कि आपने गुडविल को कैसे ट्रीट करना है, एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज का रीवैल्यूएशन कैसे होगा, उसके रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट कैसे बनेगा, रिजर्व्स एंड एक्यूमुलेटेड प्रॉफिट्स की ट्रीटमेंट क्या होती है, एंड देन लास्टली वी हैव एडजस्टमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल्स. सो एडजस्टमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल्स में दो तीन कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं, दो तरीके हैं. We'll discuss that, but not in this video. I'll be preparing more videos with respect to all these topics. Today we will only discuss about the calculation of the new PSR. So why do we need a new partner? We need a new partner because the firm needs more capital for expansion, right? Then the firm may be in need of a competent and experienced person who can run the business. So if there is a competent and experienced person who's going to run the business operations, someone who's got formal education in management, he can improve the profitability of the partnership firm. So there could be this could be one of the reasons why a new partner may be admitted into the partnership firm. Then the person may himself be a renowned person who has a reputation in the market. and because of his popularity or because of his reputation, if he joins the firm, it will improve the goodwill of the business also. So this could be one of the reasons. And maybe the firm wants to uh, promote a capable employee by taking him into the partnership. So that could also be one of the aspects because of which, one of the reasons because of which a new partner may be admitted into the firm. There are situations or stories wherein कि कोई पहले एम्प्लॉय ऑलरेडी फर्म का था, उसने बहुत अच्छा काम किया, बहुत अच्छे से उसने काफी चीजें संभाली, very responsible, right, and a sharp mind, and because of different reasons, the existing partners thought that it would be a good idea to make this employee a partner in the partnership firm, right? So this is also one of the reasons. Now focus on the let us focus on the practical aspect, which is how do we calculate new profit sharing ratio. अच्छा, अभी तक आप सब लोगों ने ये टॉपिक कर रखा है, आई नो, बिकॉज दिस इज नवंबर। इस टाइम पे तो मोस्टली सिलेबस कंप्लीट किया जाता है, कंप्लीट हो चुका होता है, बट स्टिल मैं आपको एक चीज बताऊंगा कि आपको टीएस ग्रेवाल में और ना टीएस ग्रेवाल में ना डीके गोयल में आपको न्यू पीएसआर को कैलकुलेट करने के जो है तरीके, वो अलग अलग सेग्रीगेट करके मिलेंगे, ठीक है? यू विल फाइंड क्वेश्चंस, मिक्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, and you will have to identify which method is to be applied for these questions. तो यहाँ पे मैंने इस वीडियो में क्या किया है, मैंने यहाँ पे जो डिफरेंट मेथड्स हैं जो अप्लाई होंगे एज पर द क्वेश्चन, वो मैंने यहाँ पे डिस्कस किया है. सो दिस विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड और आइडेंटिफाई कि आपको कौन सा मेथड लगाना है. अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ जाए तो क्या मेथड लगेगा, अगर तो कोई दूसरा क्वेश्चन आ जाए तो उसमें कौन सा मेथड लगेगा. So first to start with, we'll talk about method 1. तो method 1 की जब हम बात करेंगे, तो let us read this question. What it says basically. Uh, just give me a moment. Okay. Now this question states that A and B are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3. C is admitted to the partnership firm for 1/4 share of the future profits. Now you need to calculate the new PSR. अब यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे तो पुराने पार्टनर्स गिवन है हमें, who are A and B, and उनकी पुरानी रेशियो गिवन है which is 5:3. C नया पार्टनर है who joins the partnership firm और C का शेयर गिवन है. अब we need to calculate the new profit sharing ratio. बट C का जो ये नया C का जो शेयर मिल रहा है इसको 1/4 शेयर, ये C के लिए गेन है, ऑब्वियस सी बात है, क्योंकि C नया पार्टनर है, C का पहले शेयर तो 0 था. Before joining the partnership firm, C's share in the profits was 0. From 0, he's getting a share of 1/4 in the profits of the firm. 1/4 share in the profits he's getting. So 0 से इतना प्रॉफिट मिल रहा है, तो इसका मतलब C के ज्वाइन करने पर C को गेन हो रहा है, राइट? बट C को जो गेन हो रहा है वो किसी की कॉस्ट पे ही हो रहा है ना, A और B ने कुछ सैक्रिफाइस किया होगा तभी C को ये गेन हो रहा है. तो अब वो सारी डिटेल्स इस क्वेश्चन में गिवन नहीं है. सो हाउ डू वी कैलकुलेट न्यू पीएसआर, वी विल जस्ट सी दैट. तो यहाँ पे हमने क्या करना है, विल से लेट द टोटल profits of firm be ₹1. हमने क्या बोला, हमने बोला कि पूरे फर्म के जो प्रॉफिट्स हैं उसको ₹1 मान लो, सिर्फ ₹1, ठीक है? फर्म का प्रॉफिट कितना है, ₹1, ठीक है? ₹1 ही प्रॉफिट है फर्म का. अब उसके बाद हमें पता है कि C का शेयर कितना है. C का शेयर हमें पता है 1/4, राइट? सो C शेयर इज 1/4. 1/4 का मीनिंग क्या होता है, 1 का चौथा हिस्सा, राइट? 1 का 4th पार्ट इज 1/4, राइट? और यहां पे हमने बोला फर्म के प्रॉफिट्स कितने हैं, जस्ट ₹1. तो हमने बोला कि अगर फर्म के प्रॉफिट्स 1 रुपया है और सी का हमें शेयर दे रखा है, दैट इज सी शेयर इज 1/4, तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम इससे रिमेनिंग शेयर निकालेंगे ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स, राइट। तो रिमेनिंग शेयर बनेगा 1 माइनस 1/4। टोटल प्रॉफिट फर्म के 1 है, ₹1 है, उससे सी का शेयर 1/4 है, तो उसके शेयर को अगर आप हटा दोगे 1 में से, तो हमें रिमेनिंग शेयर मिल जाएगा which will be 1 minus 1/4 which is 3/4। अच्छा जी, हमें 3/4 तो मिल गया। नाउ व्हाट डू वी डू? अब ए का जो हमें नया शेयर चाहिए, राइट। तो हमने बोला ये जो 3/4 मिल रहा है हमें, दिस 3/4 which we are getting, राइट, इस 3/4 को हम 5:3 में डिवाइड कर देते हैं। अब ये 3/4 तो सिर्फ ए और बी का शेयर रह गया ना, सी का शेयर तो हमने हटा दिया है। तो 3/4 को हमने 5:3, जो कि उनकी ओल्ड रेशियो गिवन है हमें, उसी में हम इसको डिवाइड कर देंगे, क्योंकि हमें और कुछ डेटा गिवन नहीं है। तो हम ये मानेंगे कि जो ए और बी है, अगर हम सी के शेयर को माइनस कर दें, तो ए और बी का जो रेशियो बनेगा वो पुराना ही बनेगा। ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट वी आर एज्यूमिंग, राइट। तो हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे, व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू हियर इज we'll write, just give me a moment, yeah, A's new share is equal to 3/4 into 5/8, and B's similarly new share is equal to 3/4 into 3/8। अब इसको मल्टीप्लाई किया तो हमारे पास आ जाएगा 15/32 ए का, और बी का आ जाएगा 9/32। तो हमारे पास ए का नया शेयर आ गया है और बी का भी नया शेयर आ गया है। ठीक है, तो आप यहाँ पे क्या देख रहे हैं कि हमने ये एक तरीका है जिससे हम कर सकते हैं। ये सबसे बेसिक और इजी सॉल्यूशन है, सबसे बेसिक मेथड है, इसमें कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हमने बोला कि फर्म का जो प्रॉफिट है, दैट प्रॉफिट, लेट दैट प्रॉफिट बी ₹1। ठीक है जी, उसको ₹1 मान के हमने क्या किया है, हमने उसको सी के शेयर को विच इज 1/4, उसको ₹1 में से माइनस किया, तो जो रिमेनिंग शेयर रहा 3/4, यही ए और बी का शेयर रहेगा, राइट। दिस इज व्हाट द शेयर ऑफ ए एंड बी आर इज, और इसको हमने फिर 5:3 में डिवाइड कर दिया। ठीक है, यानी 3/4 जो रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट्स रह गए उसका 5/8 निकाला और 3/4 का 3/8 निकाला। सो द वैल्यू विच वी आर गेटिंग इज 15/32 and 9/32. Now if we see clearly, we can see that here, what we can see here is that the denominator here is 32 and here also the denominator is 32, but C का जो शेयर है वो 1/4 है, तो इसका डिनोमिनेटर अगर हमें 32 चाहिए तो हम इसको 8/8 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे और हमारा आ जाएगा 8/32, right? So now the denominator of all the partners, share of all the partners is 32. So since the denominator is same, हमारी जो रेशियो बनेगी, जो न्यू PSR जो हमारी बनेगी, it will be new PSR will be A का होगा 15, B का होगा 9 और C का होगा 8. That's correct. So this is what the new PSR will be through this method, right? So I hope it is clear to all of you what we are doing here. Let's do one more question and understand it. Now here again, let us see what the question is saying. It says that A, B and C are partners in sharing profits in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1. D is admitted into the firm as a new partner for 1/6 share, right? We need to calculate the new PSR. Again, if you check the previous question and you check this question, इसमें पुरानी रेशियो दे रखी है पुराने पार्टनर्स की, जो नया पार्टनर आ रहा है उसका शेयर गिवन है, लेकिन और कोई इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन नहीं है. तो ऐसी सिचुएशन में, राइट, हाउ डू वी कैलकुलेट, जो हमने पिछला मेथड, जो ये मेथड हमने किया था वही सेम मेथड हम लगाएंगे इसमें. तो हमने इसमें करना क्या है, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड. एक बार फिर से हम इसको समझ लेंगे. लेट द टोटल प्रॉफिट of firm be rupee 1, right? If the total profits of the firm is rupee 1 and D का जो share है that is 1/6, so we know that D's share is how much? Just a minute. Yeah, so D's share is 1/6. So जो A B और C का शेयर बनेगा वो D का शेयर माइनस कर देंगे एक रुपए में से, वही A B और C का शेयर बनेगा, राइट? So what we are going to do is we'll write remaining share will be equal to 1 minus 1/6. This will give us a value of 5/6, right? हमें ये मिल गया, रिमेनिंग शेयर मिल गया. अब हमें इसके बाद कुछ नहीं करना, हमने लिखना है A's new share is equal to remaining share is 5/6, okay, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय जो भी शेयर बच गया है वो पुराने पार्टनर्स में उनकी रेशियो में हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देंगे. तो 5/6 को का 3/6 किया, ठीक है. सिमिलरली 5/6 का हमने 2/6 किया, एंड सिमिलरली C के केस में इसका 1/6 कर दिया. This will be 15/36. This will be 10/36. This will be 5/36, right? And we know that D's share is 6, 1/6. तो इसको हमने डिनोमिनेटर हमें D के शेयर में 36 चाहिए, तो हमने 6/6 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, तो ये आ जाएगा 6/36, right? So we get the new PSR, and here the new PSR of the partners will be जो A है उसका, क्योंकि डिनोमिनेटर सेम है तो A का 15 होगा, 15/36, B का 10 होगा, C का 5/36 होगा और D का 6 होगा. So new PSR will be 15:10:5:6. Alright, so this is method 1. और मेथड 1 में क्या हो रहा है कि आपको नए पार्टनर का शेयर गिवन है, पुराने पार्टनर्स की ओल्ड रेशियो गिवन है, लेकिन वो नए पार्टनर को शेयर कैसे मिला, पुराने पार्टनर्स के शेयर्स क्या हुए, कुछ गिवन नहीं है. तो ऐसे सिचुएशन में हम क्वेश्चन को किस तरह सॉल्व करते हैं ये मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे बता दिया है. ऑलराइट. In the method 2, it becomes a bit different. So basically in method 2, the solution and the way we need to solve the question will be slightly different than what we've done in method 1 so far, right? So let us understand this with the help of an example as it is given in this question. It says Ram and Shyam are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 7:5. They admit Gopi as a new partner for 1/6 share, which he acquires equally from Ram and Shyam. Alright, so now what we need to understand is that here a lot of information is given in the question already. And how do we use this information to calculate the new PSR? We need to figure that out. First is that the old PSR is given to us as 7:5 between Ram and Shyam. Gopi is the new partner who gets 1/6 share. And the most important aspect is that he has acquired this 1/6 share. He has acquired. So this is the term which you need to focus on whenever you're doing a question or related to new PSR, calculation of new PSR. This is the term which you need to focus on, right? So here the new partner has got 1/6 share which he has acquired equally from Ram and Shyam, right? So now how do we go about it? So first and the foremost is what we need to really understand is that over here that Gopi's share Gopi's share is equal to 1/6 and he has acquired this share equally from Ram and Shyam, which means that he has acquired 1 by 2 of 1/6 from Ram and 1 by 2 from or 1/6 from Shyam. So that makes it 1/12 from Ram and 1/12 from Shyam. So in any case, if we check like whether this value is correct or not correct, if we add the 1/12, add these two values, we will get 2/12, which is nothing but 1/6, right? So he has acquired 1/2 of 1/6 from Ram and 1/2 or 1/6 from Shyam. Alright. Now once we've got this value, what we need to simply do is we are already given the old PSR of Ram and Shyam, right? So in order to find out Ram's new share, Ram's new share, we simply need to subtract 1/12 from Ram's old share. So Ram's old share is 7/12 and we will simply subtract 1/12 from here. Similarly, Shyam's new share will be equal to 5/12 minus 1/12. This will give us Ram's new share will be 6/12 and Shyam's new share will be 4/12. Alright, so now we have the values, all the shares of new share of Ram and Shyam and Gopi's share. So it becomes easier for us to calculate the new PSR. The new PSR therefore will be 6/12, which is Ram's share, is to 4/12, which is Shyam's share, and is to is to 2/12, which is Gopi's share. So the new PSR comes out to be 6:4 is to 2, and if we simplify this further, the new PSR will be 3 is to 2 is to 1. So what we've done is we've just divided 6 is to 4 is to 2 by 2. Right. तो अगर आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे साफ साफ पता चल रहा है कि हमने इस मेथड में, ये मेथड 2 है, इसमें हमने कोई भी वैल्यू को, प्रॉफिट को हमने 1 रुपी नहीं माना है. वी हैव नॉट कंसिडर्ड प्रॉफिट टू बी रुपी 1. वी हैव सिंपली यू नो टेकन गोपीज शेयर हु इज द न्यू पार्टनर और उसके शेयर को डिवाइड किया है because we are already given the ratio that Gopi has taken 1/6 equally. Equally मतलब 1:1 में. अगर equally बोल रहा है तो इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि उसने 1:1 में लिया है और 1/6 गोपी का शेयर है, तो इसको 1:1 में हमने कर दिया और 1:1 में करके we've got 1/12 जो गोपी ने राम से लिया है और 1/12 जो गोपी ने श्याम से लिया है. These values, this 1/12 here and this 1/12 here, is nothing but the sacrifice of Ram and Shyam. So अगर हम राम और श्याम के शेयर में से, पुराने शेयर में से उनका sacrifice माइनस करेंगे तो हमें उनका नया शेयर मिल जाएगा. Right? So that is what we are doing here. Alright, let us understand this with the help of another example. This is the method 2 which we are doing right now, and here in this method 2, this is the next question. In this question, X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3 is to 2. Z is admitted as a partner for 1/4 share in profits, which he acquired from X and Y in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Now we are supposed to calculate new PSR. So 3 is to 2, old PSR is given. New partner is Z, his share is given. How he has got this share, that is also mentioned in the question. So what we need to understand here is that in the previous question, the new partner had acquired his share equally. Here they are clearly giving us a ratio which is 2 is to 1. So how to go about this? Let us understand. So what we are going to do is Z's share is 1/4 and he has acquired this 1/4 share from X and Y in the ratio of 2 is to 1. So 1/4 multiplied by 2 upon 3 and 1/4 multiplied by 1 upon 3. This will give us a value of 2 upon 12 and this will give us a value of 1 upon 12. Now this 2 upon 12 is taken from, Z has taken from X and 1 upon 12 Z has taken from Y. Right. So we can say that practically this 2 upon 12 is the sacrifice done by X and 1 upon 12 is the sacrifice done by Y. Once we've got this value, what we are supposed to do is we'll find out X and Y's new share, right? So X's new share will be equal to X's old share, which is 3 upon 5 minus the sacrifice done by X, which is 2/12. Similarly, Y's new share will be equal to Y's old share, which is 2/5 minus the sacrifice done by Y, which is 1 upon 12. Right. So once we do this, we will get a value of 60 as the LCM, 5, 12, 36 minus 10, which will give us a value of 26 upon 60. Here it will be 60, 24 minus 5, which is 19 upon 60. And we already know Z's share is 1 upon 4. So we have to simply multiply 1 upon 4 by 15 upon 15 in order to ensure that the denominator has same values. So this will be 15 upon 60. Therefore, what will be the new PSR? The new PSR will be, just a moment, I'll just tell you. So new PSR in this question will be X's share, which is 26 upon 60, is to Y's share, which is 19 upon 60, is to Z's share, which is 15 upon 60. And combined, this will become 26 is to 19 is to 15. Alright. So we've got the new PSR through this method. Right. This is method 2. This question, only difference in this question and the previous question was that in that question, the new partner had acquired his share equally, whereas in this question, the new partner has acquired the share in the ratio of 2:1. So the ratio was different, and of course the other proportions, other things were different, but fundamentally both of these questions are of same time. All right, let us move on to the next one. Now this is again this is again method 2 only. So let us see, this looks a bit different, but this is a question which comes under method 2 only, right? So the language is different. We need to be mindful of the language which is given in the question. We cannot ignore that language because अगर हमने सही से समझा नहीं question को तो हमारा question का solution ही गलत हो जाएगा. So over here, A, B, and C were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. They admitted D as a new partner for 1/8 share in the profits, which he acquired 1/6 from B and 1/16th from B and 1/16th from C. We need to calculate the new PSR of A, B, C, and D. Alright. Now here clearly old PSR is given to us. We can see that. D is the new partner. His share is given to us. And how he has acquired this share, how he's got this 1/8 share, that is also mentioned in the question, which is he has acquired. This is the keyword. If you'll see the method 1, in method 1 there will be no such thing mentioned in the question, right? So no use of word acquired will be there in case of method 1 for calculating new PSR. All right. Now he has acquired 1/16th from B and 1/16th from C. So the difference between this question and the previous two questions is very simple. Instead of giving us a ratio that D acquired 1/8 share in equally, or D acquired 1/8 share in the ratio of 2:1, they've not mentioned the ratio. They've straight away given us that D has acquired his share 1/16th from B and 1/16th from C. Now, 1/8 is the share. We know already that D's share is 1/8. Now, if we check this 1/16 and 1/16, if we add 1/16 with 1/16, we will get 1/8 only. So that's a way to see whether, you know, uh, so like if I just add these two values, I will get 1/8 only. So that means what we can understand from this is that D has acquired 1/8 share from B and C equally, right? And D has acquired nothing from A, so that means that we don't need to worry about A. A has not sacrificed anything. So coming back to this, what we are going to do is, we know that A's old share is 3/6. So A's new share will also be most likely 3 by 6 because A has not sacrificed anything. So A's new share will be 3 upon 6. Now B's new share, if we need to find out, B's new share, we will subtract B's sacrifice, which is 1 by 16, from B's old share. So this is how we are going to do it. So we'll get something like 16, 6. We can do an LCM also over here to know. So it will be 48. So I'll write 48 here. If I divide 48 by 6, I get 8. 8 to the 16 minus 3. So this will give me a value of 13 upon 48. C's new share will be 1 upon 6 minus 1 upon 16, which will be 48. LCM will be 48 and 6, 8 minus 3, 5 upon 48. Alright, for A, if we want to keep 48 in the denominator, if we need 48, so what are we going to do? We multiply 3 upon 6, A's share will multiply by 8 upon 8, so we'll get 24 upon 48. Alright, and D's share is 1 upon 8, which makes it 1 upon 8. If we multiply this by 6 upon 6, we'll get 6 upon 48. Therefore, the new PSR will be what? What will be the new PSR in this situation? Since the denominator has now come out to be same, we have got the same denominator for all the partners. We can simply say that new PSR will be 24, which is A's share, 13 is B's share, and 5 is C's share, and 6. So 24 is to 13 is to 5 is to 6. Now, I hope you've understood the different methods. There is another method, which is method 3. We'll understand that now. Alright, so let us move on. So in method 3, whatever we've done so far in method 1 and method 2, it's slightly different. So let's read the question first. It says A and B are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 7:3. A sacrifices 2/7 of his share in profits in favor of C, and B sacrifices 1/7 of his share in favor of C. And we need to calculate the PSR. Now, for all students, this is a very important aspect. I'm going to tell you the difference and how you can identify which method is to be applied according to the question and the language. So if you check this question here, if you read the question properly, you will get to know that old PSR is given, right? And here what the question is mentioning is the sacrifice of the old partners. So you just read it carefully. What it is stating is that A has sacrificed 2/7 of his share in favor of C, and B has sacrificed 1/7 of his share in favor of C. But what if the share of C is not given in the question? Okay, in the previous method, the share of the new partner is given in the question, and how he got that share is also mentioned in the question in method 2, right? कि पुराने partner का share मिल जाएगा और उसने उस share को कैसे उसको share मिला वो भी question में mention होगा. और सबसे important बात होती है method 2 में that the word acquire will be used. Whereas in method 3, how you can understand is that method 3 में जो नया पार्टनर होगा उसका शेयर आपको स्ट्रेट अवे क्वेश्चन में गिवन ही नहीं होगा, पुराने पार्टनर्स की रेशियो गिवन होगी और पुराने पार्टनर्स का उन्होंने कितना सैक्रिफाइस किया अपने शेयर में से वो गिवन होगा। ठीक है जी। तो अब यहां से हम हाउ डू वी स्टार्ट दिस क्वेश्चन, हाउ डू वी डू दिस क्वेश्चन, लेट अस डू इट by solving so that it is clear to everyone. Okay, so first and the foremost is we can calculate the share of C. So how do we calculate the share of C? So we'll write C's share. C is the new partner, just keep that in mind, and C's share will be equal to A. Now if you see, A has sacrificed 2/7 of his share, so whatever is A's share, A का share कितना है 7/10 है, right? जो उसका ओल्ड शेयर है वो कितना है 7/10 और उसका 2/7 ए ने सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया, तो 7/10 का 2/10 ए ने दिया है तो हमने ये यहां लिखा, प्लस बी का शेयर है 3/10, 3/10 का 1/7, राइट, बी ने सैक्रिफाइस किया है। ठीक है, B's share is 3/10 and B has sacrificed 1/7 of his share in favor of C. So if we find this value, we'll get 14/70 plus 3/70, which is 17/70. Okay, and how do we get A's new share? तो A का न्यू शेयर अगर हमें निकालना है तो A का ओल्ड शेयर हमें पता है which is 7/10 और A का सैक्रिफाइस हमें पता है, so A's sacrifice is 14/70, right? And similarly उसको A के सैक्रिफाइस को A के पुराने शेयर में से अगर आप माइनस कर दोगे तो आपको A का नया शेयर मिल जाएगा, and similarly B's new share will be equal to 3/10 minus B's sacrifice, which is 3/70. So once we do this, we'll write 70 here, 70, 10, 7, 49 minus 14, right? And here also 70, 10, 70, 21 minus 3, right? So this will give us a value of 35/70 and this will give us a value of 18/70, right? 35/70 will be the value of, will be A's new share, and 18/70 is B's new share. C's share we already know, so new PSR will be equal to, will be, I will just see that what the new PSR will be. So new PSR will be equal to 35/18/17. That's it. So that's it for today. We have discussed all the three methods of calculating the new profit sharing ratio. It is essential for every student to be able to differentiate uh, regarding the manner in which the new PSR has to be calculated, because all these three different cases require a different way of solving, and T.S. Grewal and D.K. Goel do not specifically mention that these are the different methods through which you can solve, but I have thoroughly explained you with the help of this video that there are different ways, there are different solutions to these kind of problems, right? For example, method 1 में आपको कोई भी information given नहीं होती, आपको सिर्फ old PSR given होगा और आपको नए partner का share given होगा, तो उसका solution मैंने आपको वीडियो में समझा दिया है। सिमिलरली मेथड 2 में आपको जो ये वर्ड एक्वायर है ये गिवन होगा कि नए पार्टनर का इतना शेयर है और उसने ये शेयर एक्वायर किया इन सच रेशियो इन सच मैनर। उसको उसके भी एग्जांपल्स मैंने आपको वीडियो में करवा दिए हैं। एंड थर्डली जो थर्ड मेथड है उसमें आपको द वर्ड एक्वायर नहीं मिलेगा, नए पार्टनर का शेयर भी उस क्वेश्चन में नहीं दिया होगा थर्ड मेथड में, जो कि मैंने अभी आपके सामने सॉल्व किया है। उसमें आपको पुराने पार्टनर्स की पुरानी रेशियो गिवन होगी और उसके साथ साथ उन्होंने किस तरह से उन्होंने कितना कितना सैक्रिफाइस किया वो भी गिवन होगा। So if I have to understand what is the sacrifice of A, it will be 7 2 by 7 of 7 by 10, which is this value, right? ये A का सैक्रिफाइस है और ये जो है ये B का सैक्रिफाइस है। ठीक है, दोनों के सैक्रिफाइस को जब आप ऐड करोगे तो आपको जो है you will get C's share, and that is what we've done. Now A's sacrifice we have subtracted from A's old share in order to get A's new share. That's what we are doing here. And B's sacrifice we are subtracting from B's old share and we are getting B's new share from it. So this is all about the methods of calculating new PSR. In the next video session, I'll be discussing the accounting treatment of goodwill and different cases under which the accounting treatment of goodwill